There are people who find deep, almost spiritual satisfaction in the act of lining things up perfectly. They see beauty in a closet sorted strictly by color, or a bookshelf where every spine is aligned just right. To an outside observer, this might look obsessive, unnecessary, or even a bit controlling. But for those who love organizing their home, it is rarely about the objects themselves. It is about what order does to the human mind. To truly understand this behavior, we must first look at how the human brain responds to chaos. Our brains are evolutionary machines, designed to scan the environment for predictability and safety. When things are scattered, mismatched, or out of place, the brain registers subtle uncertainty. It isn't necessarily a signal of physical danger, but it acts as constant, low-level mental noise. And noise, over time, is profoundly exhausting. Organizing is the process of removing that noise. When everything has a designated place, your environment becomes readable. Nothing demands your attention unnecessarily. Nothing asks to be solved. For the brain, this feels like an immediate sense of relief, a quiet signal that all is well. At its most basic level, organizing is a tool for managing cognitive load. Think about every misplaced object in your house, the keys not on their hook, the mail piled on the counter. Each one is a tiny decision waiting to happen. Where does this go? Do I need this? What should I do with it? People who love organizing are often those who are highly sensitive to this mental clutter. They don't just see a mess, they feel it as a weight on their shoulders. By organizing their space, they are systematically closing those open loops in their mind, freeing up mental bandwidth for things that actually matter. But as we dive deeper, we find that organizing is not just about productivity. It is a profound form of emotional regulation. When life feels unpredictable, when you cannot control people, outcomes, or even your own wandering anxieties, the home becomes the one place where control is possible. Psychologists call this external order supporting internal stability. Creating structure outside helps stabilize the chaos inside. This is why you might find yourself cleaning the kitchen or reorganizing a drawer right after a stressful meeting or a major life change. The act itself is grounding. It pulls your attention out of the abstract what-ifs of the future and into the tangible, solvable tasks of the present moment. This is where organizing transcends mere tidying and becomes a form of active meditation. Imagine the rhythmic movement of folding laundry, the repetitive motion of your hands, the texture of the fabric, the quiet sound of a drawer sliding shut. In these moments, you aren't just cleaning, you are practicing a quiet form of mindfulness. You enter a flow state where the chattering of the ego finally falls silent. You aren't dissecting your past mistakes. You aren't worrying about tomorrow's deadlines. You are simply present with the object in your hands. This physical engagement provides a rare sense of agency. You start with disorder. You apply intentional effort. You see an immediate, clear result. In a world where our hard work doesn't always lead to a visible reward, the feedback loop of organizing is instant and deeply satisfying. Furthermore, there is a strong link between a tidy home and self-respect. For many, a well-kept space is not a performance for guests. It is a private signal to themselves. It says, I take care of my space because I take care of my life. Every clear surface and intentional arrangement becomes a reflection of internal values. Clarity, calm, intentionality. It's art created through the medium of space. This is also why organizing is a quiet form of creativity. It requires categorizing, designing, deciding what truly belongs. It is the art of choosing. This matters, this stays, this can go. So if you find yourself feeling better after a session of decluttering, don't downplay it as a mere chore. It is self-care happening in real time. It is your nervous system seeking clarity in a world that is often loud and ambiguous. You are not boring, and you are not obsessed with perfection. You are simply an architect of your own peace. You understand that tranquility isn't always something you find by escaping to a mountaintop. Sometimes it is something you build quietly, drawer by drawer, in the very place you live. If this perspective changed the way you look at your messy desk or your organized shelves, please give this video a like. It helps me know that these deep dives into the human mind are valuable to you. If you're someone who finds peace in order, or perhaps someone trying to find that balance, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is that one small task that always makes you feel better? And if you want to join us as we continue to unwrap the hidden psychology of our everyday lives, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for spending these few minutes of calm with me. I'll see you in the next one.